Good morning. I'll just get settled in before I start our talk. I want to encourage you to put your phones away if you haven't already done that. Take a deep breath. Notice the room, the lighting, any movement around you. You're comfortable. Let go of any tension, any thoughts coming out of your head. Let's take a breath. All right, let's get started. So our theme today is expectation and acceptance. A teenager's job or developmental stage is to figure out what are the expectations upon me. As children, the adults create your world. As teenagers, you start to question and wonder about that world and question things you've maybe never questioned before. You're deciding what's true for you and which ideas may no longer be your own. This is where all that tension between teenagers and their parents comes in. In the best case scenario, once you've made it through that tumultuous time, you'll become a young adult with the balance of ideas and thoughts with which you were raised, and the ideas, thoughts, and philosophies that you've come to on your own. There are three major influencers along the way that I see. Parents. Parents teach you the fundamentals, the guiding principles, values, how to be. School and social media. I want to spend a little more time on those. School. School is society's instrument to help you learn certain basic subjects and to give you the tools and skills to develop thoughts and ideas that you will need to be successful, responsible, productive member of society. So what is our society's formula for success? What is expected of young people? Ultimately, what dictates the school's mandate to deliver the necessary components to shape the minds of our citizens, to create a well-rounded person? What I see is a box. In that box, there are several categories that you need to fulfill with some minor variations, but still pretty much within the box. Main categories we have are academics. Get good grades so you can get into a good college. Extracurricular activities, a sport, an instrument, an art, preferably all three, and service to others, volunteering, an activity, a club, a cause. There is, of course, variety in all these categories. You can choose whether to take regular classes, honors classes, AP classes. You can aim for a variety of colleges that are considered the best. You can choose which sport, instrument, or art appeals to you. You can choose your volunteer path, which club to join or which cause to champion. But you pretty much must choose within those categories to increase your chances of success as defined by our society currently. Ideally, you'll find enjoyment in these activities, happiness and purpose too. But what happens when you don't? What happens when the categories in the box don't appeal to you? Or you're not very good at them? Or they don't make sense to you? Or you're so busy doing them all that you lose your sense of purpose? Can you still become a successful person? I'll come back to that. Social media. Social media feeds and shapes our thoughts, feelings, and opinions morning to night, day after day. How to look, what and where to eat, what is fun, trendy, cool, who's doing what, who got into which college, who's crushing on whom, what great ideas are out there, what stupid pranks are happening, what are people's views on politics, art, music, the list goes on. Every day we check it, interact with it, are affected, entertained, amused, upset with it. It's a daily part of our lives and influences what defines success. So back to the question of how to become a successful person. With everything that comes at a young person, parents, school, social media, I wonder how much time young people actually spend developing their own true self, and then accepting that self, fighting for that self's right to exist. In order to find out who you are, I want to encourage you to take 10 minutes each day. Unplug, disconnect, and just sit with your own thoughts. No homework, no to-do lists, free hands. Go outside, your backyard, park. Do nothing other than let your mind wander. What are the thoughts that come to you? What do you love? What matters to you? What unique things do you bring to the world? If the answers to those life questions fit into the box, great. Then you're probably a generally happy person. If those answers lie outside the box, that's great too, but you may struggle to accept who you are and get others to do the same. In the long run, though, you will be a happier person if you can follow what matters to you rather than a path that has been prescribed for you. But first, you have to take the time to figure out what is important to you. Granted, it might be hard to convince your parents or caregivers that you want to go live and work on a farm, or work in an art gallery before you go to art school, or just work and maybe realize you really want or maybe don't want to go to college, or go to a little-known college that has the right program for you, or immerse yourself in another culture, learn the language, or tour with a band, or learn a trade, or major in a subject you're passionate about, not the one you think is going to make you the most money. But try. Make a case for yourself. And if that's not possible, then make sure to follow your path when you're an adult. Define what success means to you. There are so many roads to becoming that happy, successful person. You'll get to where you're going no matter which road you take. Just make sure that it's your own.